I am taking you through I'm going to take you through a trip that will make you all agree that if we can actually think right, if we can show a little bit of empathy, you will all realize that we are actually all Biafrans in the contextual sense of it. And I will explain. Nigeria is a very, very bad place, and is in a very, very bad place right now. Nigeria, that many of you probably knew back then, it's not the same Nigeria anymore. It has become a killing field, sponsored, backed, and protected, by the government, the killing field. And it is worrisome that the people who could commit genocide in the history of building a country, a united country, but they hide that away from the generality of all of us. But unfortunately for them, the generation they hid the real history from, and they began promoting genocidists, criminals, as heroes and defenders of the right of Nigerians. So we buried their crime, but it wasn't buried. And you ask yourself, why? Why is everyone angry now? Why is everyone so kind of divided? Why is it so obvious now that people are more divided than ever? People have always been divided. Let's always remember our history. We are not meant to be prisoners of our history. We are meant to be those who learn from our history so that we don't repeat them. Today, it has gotten to a stage whereby those who orchestrated the 1966, 1967 to 1970 genocide in eastern part of Nigeria, they are still alive and they want to do it again. And I am seeing all the handwritings of exactly what they plotted in 1966. There are some millions killed in the name of one Nigeria. Don't be a prisoner of history. Learn from it so that you don't repeat it again. There was never a time that Nigeria was a one country. There was never a time. Forget it. Sovereignty, self-determination, self-rule. Decide your fate. Do what you think is right for your people. Develop according to your pace, where the conditions that people signed up for, including the Igbos, the Easterners. That was what was taken away from them. It was taken away from everybody in the name of one Nigeria. And since then, injustice became Nigeria law. People have no say because they are not meant. They are meant to be seen, but they are not meant to be heard, like in the North Korea. This idea is alien, and people have been fighting it from time immemorial. Nigeria fought civil war for it. People were killed. People are still being killed simply because that idea of one country is being forced on the rest of us that we just have to accept and no question asked. The Biafrans said, no, we are not going to accept it. And Nigeria killed them. Nigeria promoted the propaganda that killed innocent people. And because Nigeria is built on the foundation of no empathy, no feeling, no sympathy, no nothing, just about yourself. This act of no sympathy, no empathy, which you can never, a trait you will never find in any of Nigeria past or present leaders. Bunch of criminals who swam in the pool of the blood of their own people, of their supposed people. You know what they did? They committed genocide. And the conclusion was no victor, no vanquish. They refused to teach about what happened. And it got to a point that the war they said ended did not end. It became a crime for you to celebrate the Remembrance Day of those who died during the Civil War, especially the Biafrans. It's a crime in Nigeria. Do you know that? It is. People have been killed for praying for their, for their dead loved ones, killed, never to be accounted for, no one to be responsible for that genocide. The history is there. Type Biafra into Google, and then you understand. Now, why am I saying this? We are all alive now. Me and you, we were not alive in 1960. We're not alive in 1970. I wasn't alive in 1970. In fact, I didn't come around until 1984. So which means I was born into a dysfunctional system that had no plan for me, even though I am expected to continue to wrap that green, white, green flag on myself and walk about with pride, even though the green, white, green is soiled in blood. I was born into it, but I'm alive now. And therefore, I am never going to pretend that the same handwriting that led to the pogrom of the killing of the Biafrans at the time is not about to happen. And my own concern is this. So many of you, if you read the history, there are many, many parts of that history that never painted our supposed heroes, whether they come from Benue, whether they come from Plateau, whether they come from Yoruba land, or they come from any part of Nigeria, including the Biafrans who fought on the side of Nigeria against Biafra, and on and on and on. And the Yorubas, the non-Biafrans who fought alongside Biafrans against Nigeria. But when you read the history, you will realize so many atrocities committed by those who were supposed to be called heroes. And that is the difference of why history should be taught, because history, in order for history not to repeat itself, especially the bad one, you have to let people know what happened, the culprits, the victims, the event, the date, the time, everything, so that they don't repeat it. But in Nigeria, there was no empathy for them. If they kill you, then kill you. Now you brought them upon yourself. That is the Nigeria I was born into. No empathy, no sympathy, just vibes and inshallah. But here I am now. I am alive when the IPOB, some of you are calling IPOB an organization. It is part of the poor education, or should I say miseducation, of a system you are born into, you are raised in, and you are even educated in a completely faulty, dysfunctional system. IPOB is not just an organization. It is a full meaning for indigenous people of Biafra. People who have rights, the legitimacy. I mean, if they have to go along with history, their forefathers signed to be part of Nigeria, not as one Nigeria, but as a self-governed region that they can decide their own destiny, not one, not one terrorist sympathizer from Katsina, or one terrorist from Niger, or wherever you come from, determining their fate. That was what they signed up for. So they read their history. And they said, well, this time around, we want self-determination. We want our own country. They were peaceful. Oh. We saw it. Oh. They were carrying flag. Oh. They were singing, dancing, meeting, carrying flag, camera phone, everything. We saw everything. Oh. They didn't attack anyone. They didn't kidnap anyone. They didn't kill anyone. They didn't do anything criminal, but they were proscribed as a terrorist organization. While they were being killed, we are all alive. We witnessed that. We may not be alive in 1960. The history may be doctored. Everybody may have their own version of the history. But what everyone will agree to was that Biafrans were killed to keep Nigeria warm. Now, since they are kept in Nigeria, those who fought the war, they publicly claim to have ended the war. But in their head, the war continues. And that's exactly where they are leading us again. 51 years after, they told the rest of the world that no winner, no vanquish, one country. You know the story. IPOB members were peaceful. They did not kill anybody. Many of the Buhari idiots, the Buhari Deans and the Buhari Diderins, and so many of all these people, my brothers and sisters, who are suffering from the Igbophobia, they found solace, comfort in watching the Biafrans, IPOB members, for years under this Boko Haram's government. Many of you justified it. They were assaulted. They were brutalized. Their women were summarily apprehended, kidnapped, raped, abused. I mean, what not did they not do to them in the last 6 years of Boko Haram? Many of you said they deserved it. Some said they should be killed for asking for Biafra, because that is the foundation Nigeria is built on. Kill them. Destroy them. They feel so stubborn. Why would they want Biafra? Kill all of them. That is the foundation. That is the foundation of one Nigeria, one country. But we saw through all of that. They said Nnamdi Kanu was insulting the Yorubas. Is insulting the Yoruba leaders. Insulting Igbo leaders. That is why nobody wants to have anything to do with him. I was like, okay, if I insult you, the only thing, my punishment is to be shot and killed. How does that then make me believe in a country that justify me being killed for asking for something that is called a universal right to self-determination, as long as the process of achieving that is peaceful? And they were peaceful. The Igbo governors bought into the lie. They wanted to keep power. They called in the military, because that's what Nigeria is built on. He insulted Yoruba. He insulted the Yoruba pastor. He insulted, and the people who want them killed, they are my Muslim brothers, Christian brothers, people who actually believe that they have relationship with God, that the moment they feel like you have said something against either what they believe in or something they actually have any affinity to, the next thing is for you to be killed. You deserve to be shot at. That went on and on. People were saying, what is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people calling these guys and sit down with them? Even if you have a plan of weakening them, why not play along and prevent all this death? But that is not Nigeria. Who do you think you are? We will shoot and kill you and nothing will happen. And we told them a lot will happen. When people say, all we want is Biafra, let them have the process that gives them that test. This is 21st century. This is 2021, not 1921 or 1914. But it is deliberate. It is deliberate. The Biafrans are not the only people who want to leave Nigeria now. Did you know that? And the Fulani terrorists in power in Nigeria, they don't even see you as a Yoruba man. They don't see you as an Igala man, a TV man, or a Robo man, a Joe man, Nupe man, or your man, Egba man, Abi Ijebu man. They don't see you as that. If you have no idea yet, there are things that are going to show to you that they see all of us as Biafrans. And in their book, we are all the same. We deserve to be shot at. And I don't deserve to be shot at simply because I am trapped in Nigeria. People who have this kind of views can have their own country. We can be peaceful neighbors. This is something that normally, people should begin to, all those who claim to be leaders of everywhere, what they should be talking about right now to save Nigeria from the anarchy that Boko Haram has brought, is for them to begin to ask for an emergency. That is so if on their part, or if they want to be reasonable, an emergency national confab. And any confab called, let me say this very clearly, and there's a reason. Any confab called in Nigeria that involves the Biafrans, if IPOB member is not one of them, it is a complete sham. Don't believe in it. And I'll tell you why. Maybe today people have been agitating for Oduduwa Republico. Maybe today people have been agitating for Biafra Republico. After the war, many still continue to promote the Biafra Republic, but not genuinely until Nnamdi Kanu came to the picture. As for those who have used the leverage of, Yorubas are going to go. If they don't give us, you killed Awolowo, you killed Abiola. If you don't give us this, we are going to go. Those who championed that were called the Nadekos. The Nadekos changed to Afenifere. And when you look at all the members of Afenifere Nadeko, they are those who have either become governors, senators, ministers, and with so many other positions in Nigeria that has now brought about poverty, underdevelopment, backwardness, unemployment, and finally insecurity to Yoruba land. At the end of the day, in the course of asking for Oduduwa Republic, they found something more juicier and personal to them, and that was Nigeria. And today, most of them are now the champion for one Nigeria. They were never genuine. There have been Ohaneze Ndigbo. They were not bold enough to call themselves that they are the Ohaneze Biafra. You know why? It will not sell if they have to meet up and partner with Nigeria until Nnamdi Kanu came. Now, Nnamdi Kanu came. It was put through the, what is called the festival of fire, baptismal of fire. You know the story. They said he was being paid to come and promote Biafra so that the Igbos will be fighting for 2023 presidency. Then it became obvious that the Igbo governors were actually those behind the plot to assassinate Nnamdi Kanu and kill as many as possible IPOB members that they can identify to suppress what we later found out as a jealous for what they couldn't define. Nnamdi Kanu has no political base in the eastern Nigeria. He's never been into politics. He's never been into any of these political appointments and anything. He's never had any relationship with any political appointee as either an advisor or anything at all. But from nowhere, this person is so powerful that he can tell the people of the eastern Nigeria to remember one thing. That's why they are misunderstanding him too. To remember one thing, people who died for them to live. They should never forget them. Remember those who died. And people agreed. There is no household in Eastern Nigeria that didn't suffer either one or two or three or four casualties of the Biafra war. Remember your lost ones. Remember those you never see again. They didn't die. The children that were moved from Biafra and they were shared in all parts of the world, all parts of Africa. They were never to return to Biafra again. Just remember them. And they listened. This became a source of jealousy to those who should have used the opportunity. That somebody who have no political background, somebody that cannot be blackmailed politically by the caliphate, is now speaking up. You know what they did? They felt threatened. And they gang up. They opened the door for the terrorists to come in and kill the Biafrans. And you know when I became worried? When I became worried was when I felt like there is no way, no matter how much these terrorists in power, no matter how powerful they think they are, there is no way they will gain entrance into killing you on your own land, right there in your village, without the permission of those who promised, who swore to protect us, those who claim to be our political leaders, political class, who are so scared to speak up. You know why? Because the caliphate has the compromise on them. You know what is called compromise? Compromise is when you, as a person, you have mingled, soiled your hands, even though people see you as an, very upright and clean person, right? But you know yourself that you have limitation to what you can say when it comes to those in public or in public office, because you have soiled your hand. You have done something dirty with them, which is part of what put people in the mess that you have no right to talk about. So once they have that compromise on you, then you have to hold your peace forever. And that's exactly what they have on so many people who are now so quiet, so dead, silent. Silent. And now there are people are being killed in Benue. People are being killed in Plateau. People are being killed in Taraba. Igbo speaking people in Taraba, in Benue, they are being killed. Some of you will be wondering, how can Igbo people be in Benue? How can Igbo people be in Taraba? You see, because they know what they did. It's a story for another day. So they ganged up. And what I saw was that when they finish with the Biafrans, they will come for the loudmouth Yorubas. And today, we now have determined young Yorubas who are now in between. Should we stay in Nigeria and restructure, or just leave completely to what we actually agreed to, which is self-rule? So when they say self-rule, when they say referendum, because of the destroyed education in Nigeria, in that what do you call it, in the medulla oblongata of a warped mind Buhari idiot, it's like you asking to break Nigeria and then cause war. To them, you can't break Nigeria without war. And they have this blocked mind because they are programmed to be like that. We have the young Yorubas who are now ready to take it even further. By what? By challenging the status quo. They won't settle for less. They won't listen to the blackmailers. They won't listen to the leaders who told them that they could negotiate a better deal for them, but they couldn't. Now we are all trapped, though. This is where we've all become Biafrans now. The Biafrans are not asking to rule anymore. They don't want to rule Nigeria. They don't want to be part of any problem you claim they have created for Nigeria. Okay, Biafrans, even when they get the Biafra, Biafrans as they are, they proudly claim to be Republican in nature, which means they will still invest in that your Kano. You'll be surprised. You will still see them in that your Lagos. You will still see them everywhere investing their billions, helping and growing your economy, no matter how much you feel towards them. Do you know that this can still happen as long as you will know that we have all been trapped now, whether you are from Borno, whether you are from Nasarawa or you are from Zamfara, whether you're from Niger or Taraba, even Natamawa or Yobe, wherever you come from, as you are right now in the current Nigeria, it doesn't matter whether you are Fulani, you are Igbo, or Biafran, you are Ijo, or anywhere you come from now. It doesn't matter anymore. If you can think very well, number one, the criminals who have brought this upon everybody, they are telling all of us that we have no choice. Nothing you can do. Take it or you leave it. Faithwin Daniel, thank you for your super sticker. I got that. Cheers, man. They are telling everybody that you have no choice. As we speak, even the people in the war-torn, what do you call it? War-torn areas in northern Nigeria, as we speak, the government of Boko Haram is making them realize that they have no right to protect themselves. Can you, by any standard, not agree that if the Fulani terrorists have invaded your farms, and you agree that people have right to protect themselves on paper, right? To start with, okay, which is part of the grievances of the Biafrans. They said they know that today's war that we are seeing today, they have seen it way back, that the Fulanis are buying their time. They made me and you believe that they are only trying to divide us and to make us hate the Fulanis. But, right? At the end of the day, the same thing, part of what is making the Biafra say, no, we don't want to be part of this. We're not going to be part of this. No, we don't even want to talk about it. Just let us go. It's the same reason why the Yorubas are now saying, if this is the position of Boko Haram and the military, Yorubas will have to part ways with them. And we are making effort in that regard. The people of Kwara Rafa, our people in the Middle Belt, they have come up with their own what do you call it? Their own republic agenda. Everybody is working now. Why? Because what the Biafrans saw 51 years ago, there are many of us. Probably some of us saw that too, but we never had the courage or the number probably to push it until now. What they saw 51 years ago, what they died for 51 years ago, is what is now killing us in Yoruba land. And not just Yoruba land, it's everywhere. They said they are doing constitutional reform. The Biafrans are asking for just one thing: referendum. If you want to know if Biafrans want to still be part of Nigeria, it is not hard. It is not difficult. There should be no fight. Are you with me? Let all the Biafrans register that position. The governors in Biafra land, the governors in Yoruba land, the governors in everywhere, their creation of 1999 constitution. The people didn't write that constitution. It wasn't approved by the people. I wasn't there. No one was there. What they usually do is the same thing they are trying to do now: constitutional review, where they put people inside a small space to discuss and approve what has already been written, and they pay them, and they say they have developed a constitution for all of us. That constitution is illegitimate. It is a forceful constitution that forcefully, forcefully arrogated the power that he never, ever, by any chance, got from the people. So that power that 1999 constitution has, that some of the lawyers, that's why you should laugh at people who are defending a book that they have no idea of what is written in it. Are you with me now? So if everybody want to claim to, if those who claim to be intelligent, educated, and they want to help Nigeria, if they want to do the right thing, let me tell you, how do you break up a country without war? The Biafrans want to leave. There are many others that want to leave. All they are asking for is, if you think the people are interested in Nigeria, how would you know? Somebody said they did an election, and 30 million people registered and voted. Therefore, that simply means that 30 million people who still supported their election. They are the people who represent over 200 million people. You know their election, Abi. So we shouldn't even talk about that. So the legitimacy of their election has also put a dent in the credibility of those who are parading themselves as representatives of the people through a very faulty paper, tissue paper, that is meant to guide a military decree, that is meant to legislate, to guard the entire 200 million people, where you have over 250 million ethnic nationalities. So that puts the credibility of those who are claiming to be governors, president, vice president, and all of that, that's illegitimacy in that book. For those who claim to be educated, the lawyers and all of them, according to the section 20 of our constitution. Which section 30 are you quoting? You are quoting Al-Busalami's decree that forcefully put all of you inside the country. You have no idea how it's going to be led. And the confusion is this: you have no right to even change anything in it without their consent. Now, common sense says it is the time for everybody to know that when you agree for Nigeria to break up peacefully, first, you have to write a constitution, which is actually article of constitution, they call it. Article of constitution, or whatever you want to call it. This article of constitution will come from memorandum submitted by all ethnic nationalities from every part of that Nigeria. Forget other states, local government, that people know where they come from. People know their land until the Fulani Janjaweed, with the barrel and power of gun, decided to demarcate for this sinister motive of committing genocide and getting away with it. Peacefully, we are talking now, peacefully, for the country that claim to have educated people. First, you have to give sovereignty back to the regions who formed who formed that same useless one Nigeria. Article of independence, article of constitution, article of whatever, call it anything. A memorandum that give the people right to say, before we can be part of that your Nigeria, these are our conditions. Once all these conditions are met, yes, and part of the condition that people will be asking for will be autonomous regions. There should be no region controlling any region. There should be nobody from any part of any region controlling any region. Now, when you do that, that is you, That is you now putting steps, putting process in place where you can then peacefully say bye-bye, you autonomous region. They will be confidently put a referendum in their request. In that referendum, they will vote and say, we are voting for autonomous region of Biafra. And in 5 years, we are going to conduct another referendum to leave or to still stay as part of Nigeria. That can be submitted peacefully. Yorubas can come and say, yes, we are also proposing an autonomous region, self-rule autonomous region of a Yoruba land, whereby we will develop our own constitution, we will develop our own style of government, our own type of economy, and this is going to be the process towards living Nigeria. And this arrangement means in 5 years too, we are going to conduct a referendum. And if majority of the Yoruba people say they want a Yoruba nation or they want a Oduduwa Republic, that vote will be conducted in 5 years. This is a process that can peacefully let everybody go on their own. No fight, no gun, no arrest, no military invasion, no kidnapping of women, no raping of children, no burning of properties like they are doing right now in Olu, in Owerri. Can you believe that? How is that difficult? Biafrans were peaceful I am not going to be one of those who are going to also get carried away with the current propaganda that the Buhari idiot, the Buhari Deans, the Buhari Diderins, all these Lagos Sabobakus, all these Oshogbo Alimajiris, all these unboot slaves, obedient fools, sophisticated morons, and those ones who are patriotic Nigerians from abroad, who claim to love Nigeria, but they will stay in Canada, stay in London, stay here in Glasgow, stay everywhere, but they are loving Nigeria from abroad. The propaganda they are drafting you into, that now that the Biafrans have decided to harm themselves and defend themselves, not just against the police brutality, but to defend themselves against the invading Fulani terrorists. So if you are a Yoruba man and you are actually getting carried away, that the Biafrans have no right to defend themselves in any way, and they should continue to be killed, while your government ignore the regions ravaged by terrorists who are kidnapping school children, like they did in Niger State yesterday. 200 school children kidnapped, and here we are, your military, they are flexing muscle. Where? In Owerri. Peaceful dissolution. They locked Omoyele Sowore in Abuja. They call it city arrest. You know why they are able to do all this they are doing? Because they have hijacked your country. They have hijacked that fake country you have been hugging and praying for all this while. There is no judiciary. There is no police. There is no court. There is no justice. And there is no way you can be a unity beggar, begging for unity, begging for peace. Unity is not a word. It's an act. You have to do it. And when you act in a peaceful way, when you act in a reconciliatory way, when you act in a more accommodating way, when you have listening ears, right? Then there will be unity. You don't preach unity with a barrel of gun, with a bullet. Of course. Now they want me to now say, why are the Biafrans now carrying gun? What do you expect? No government will allow that. Are you being serious? Like for real? We watch them being killed. Maiyegun, don't justify that. They are burning their police station. They are burning this. They just killed the politician. They killed that. Are you not falling for the propaganda they want you to fall for? And how convenient do you think it is for you to want to drag everybody into it? I remember when they said Eastern Security Network were those who were burning police stations and taking the guns of the policemen. I said, your media came and they created what they called unknown gunmen. So, in order for them to perpetuate whatever criminality they are still plotting to perpetuate in Eastern Nigeria, to pave way for the genocide they have been doing for the past 6 years, but to make it official in 2021, before 2023, lead Nigeria into war, another war, and make you their dummy that will be repeating the same lie again and again. I said, okay, right. If you have unknown gunmen who have guns to attack a police station, and that has not put the police and the military and everybody on a red alert. When I say red alert means that when a police station is attacked, at least the policemen should be ready to defend every police station and never make that happen again. That's what will happen. But they allow the attack. They allow the burning. And then they come out to label the IPOB as those who came to burn their police station, so that they can go on the streets and arrest, apprehend every innocent person they can find, every harmless person they can find, kill those they can kill, post their pictures and show them that they are the unknown gunmen. All of these are to pave way for the coming genocide. If you don't learn from history, you are bound to repeat it. And you know why we are not going to repeat the same thing? Why they are going to fail this time around is that they will not have the number of those people they deceived outside the Igbo land when they perpetuated that 3 years genocide in Igbo land, because we now know very clearly that the genocide they are officially perpetrating in Igbo land, they are already unofficially perpetrating that in every part of Nigeria, including Benue, including so many other areas in Yoruba land. They are not even sparing the riverine areas. They are not sparing the Niger Delta area. Everywhere is occupied unofficially, where people are running away and abandoning their own communities and all of that unofficially. So, which simply means once we, the Yorubas, will now take full force, like the Biafrans have done so far, it will be it's just a matter of time before they turn on us and start killing us officially, their own genocide. So what have they done? The hatred came from those who believe that the war will never end as long as the Igbos are still part of Nigeria. The war will never end. So then they said the ESN were those who broke into Owerri prison, and within 2-3 hours, no investigation, no nothing, the then police IG came out and he said it was done by the IPOB. This does not make any sense. How can the ESN that Hope Uzodingba was so busy hunting down, and he publicly claimed responsibility for killing the IPOB members in Owerri in Imo State? How is that possible for the ESN then to have so much power, so much firepower to attack a federal prison that is just about 2-3 minutes away from the government house where Hope day? How is that? Then within 24 hours, they started changing the story. They said, okay, it wasn't done by the IPOB or ESN, but it's like they invited people to do it. Finally, they said some disgruntled politicians were those who attacked Owerri prison. No one was shot. No one is killed. No picture is shown of those who attacked Owerri prison. But they let that message, to slide. Blame the Biafrans for it. The recent one is when the 51st Remembrance Day. That was yesterday. You know what happened? Apart from the killings going on already in eastern Nigeria, I'm talking about real killings that I can't share the videos with you, sincerely. Apart from the, what do you call it? Sorry. Yeah. So apart from the ongoing killings, when this Hope Uzodinma, let me give you a brief background of Hope, the job that they sent him to Imo State to do. Nobody voted for Hope Uzodinma, the current governor of Imo State. Are you with me? During the APC primary election, he came fourth in the election. Somebody else was declared, the winner. Then the APC crisis, APC Okorocha versus and Hope Uzodinma. Eventually, Hope Uzodinma cut a deal with the Boko Haram's Fulani jihadist government. Since they control the judiciary, you know what happened? Hope Uzodinma won the PDP primary election in court. They declared him the winner. Fourth person. Then he went on. He didn't participate in the election. No, he was not part of the election. No. Then he went on to go and challenge the result of the election in court, right? By God knows how they did it, the miracle, okay? He was declared the winner of the election. And he was declared to be sworn in immediately. That was when they put and plunged Imo State into the abysmal chaos that you are witnessing today. And Imo State became the gateway officially to enter Biafra land and they started the genocide. Hope Uzodinma. People love to call him Hope Uzodinma. But they plotted something for yesterday. Ask me what was that. They used a man to make Hope Uzodinjo become that governor. The name of that person is that Ahmed Gulak. Ahmed the Gulak happened to be Goodluck Egbere, Jolantan's advisor when Jolanta was in power. Okay, so they were all friends. Then he decamped to APC. Then he became the chairman, primary election committee for Imo State, APC. So they paid him, according to the news out there, he collected $2 million as a bribe, apart from what Oshiomole collected. So somehow, Gulak is already on a mark list of the political class, the same people who gave guns to these some of these unknown gunmen you are seeing now. Are you with me? So who invited Gulak? Or is it Gulak? Who invited him to Imo State? Yesterday was a Remembrance Day for the Biafran fallen heroes and heroines. Today is meant to be the, 31st was meant to be the sit at home. Everybody stay at home. Are you with me? So maybe Hope Uzodinjo miscalculated, but they invited Gulak to Imo State. And the purpose of inviting him was to kill him. Are you with me? They wanted to kill him in Imo State. It's the best place to do it, so that they can then blame IPOB as well. Are you following me? The people who invited Gulak to Imo State, they provided him security. They provided him the hotel to stay. He is a guest of the Imo State government, Hope Uzodinjo, because he helped them put him in power. So, somehow, Gulak had a flight to catch. And suddenly, Gulak called Uber. Instead of him calling the police security guiding him, given to him by the Imo State government, Imo State governor, they told us, they said, Gulak now phoned Uber to come and take him to the airport. And on his way to the airport, some people stopped his car close to the airport and they assassinated him. And just 30 minutes after the killings, the Imo State Police Command released a statement. Ask me what they released. They said Gulak was the one who killed himself because he did not tell his security that he was going back to the airport. So people are now saying that instead of blaming IPOB, meanwhile, IPOB came out. We have nothing to do with this. We send our condolences to the families of Gulak. But the family members, the family of Gulak, they should be asking the Imo State and the Imo State government and the police to produce the phone log of Gulak before he died. Who are those who phoned Gulak on the phone? Who are those who told him, who tell him to, who are those who told him to run away from that hotel? They are about to kill him. Who are those who called him? What was the message? What was the call? The family of Gulak should be asking. And before you know it, you will see that Imo State government, APC, they killed Gulak in Imo State so that they can then use that to trigger anti-Igbo riots in northern Nigeria, where they can trigger the killings of innocent Igbo men and women who are still doing their legitimate businesses in northern Nigeria. That was the plan. Are you following me? And they almost succeeded. You know why? They thought yesterday was going to be the sit at home. So that they will say, oh, Gulak was driving during IPOB sit at home. That is why IPOB killed him. So when they killed him yesterday, they blame IPOB Are you following? When the Kaduna Ezegu, and so many other people from Yoruba, from Igbo land, from Hausa land, from Fulani land, all of them who planned the coup of January 1966. You see, when they killed the premier of the north, then Sir Ahmadu Bello, when they killed the Sadauna of Sokoto, when they killed so many other people from other places, including Yoruba land, do you know who they blamed? They blamed the Igbos for it. And that automatically led to a pogrom that killed my brothers and sisters, that killed millions of people within days. I am reminding you of this so that you can see the same handwriting on the wall. Before you jump into it, before you buy into it, before you support genocide, before you back killers, think again. It was all planned, plotted to be like this. But here is where the Igbo governors are making the terrible mistake of their lives. The Fulani terrorists continue to kill people in Ebonyi. I'm talking about killing people in large numbers. 30 people, 50 people, 20 people, 35 people. They continue to murder people in Benue, continue to kill people all across the places. The Fulani oligarchs, the Fulani Janjaweed oligarch, they have their own plan. Make the entire place ungovernable. Make them blame themselves for it. Since they want to be too big to obey our order, to give their land, we will make them blame themselves. We will burn down the whole place, and nobody will say we did it. They will say the Igbos brought it upon themselves. And last, you see all those governors, all those rep members, all of them, they will send them away from Biafra land. And they will now send all the Abokis, all the Fulani Janjaweed in military, all the repentant Boko Haram. They will now be the military administrator for every part of the Biafra land in order to make the killing official. That is where they are going. And you see those governors who are supporting the invasion of Igbo land, those governors in Yoruba land who are going to support the invasion of Yoruba land because of political position, you are going to lose your power. They are going to replace you. And guess what? By that time, you will want your people to stand by you and say, no, enough. We will never accept it. No. This is unacceptable. You see the trap that the Fulani Janjaweed are making you set for your people. Yoruba land, in every part, in that part of that contraption right now, all of you, the politicians, you will be so shocked with the actual plan that this Janjaweed has. When you talk about it, they say you are being racist, and you are like, how do I be racist when I'm actually complaining of a Fulani man that is adding his cows on my farm, and I can't talk about it. If I say anything about it, I can either get killed, harmed, or made homeless. I can't talk about it, and if I have to talk about it, I have to be politically correct about it. On my own supposed land. No, that is what is called them trying to blackmail us into silence. And that's not going to happen. And that is why I keep saying that if we can think very deeply, if we can show a little empathy, compassion, if we can just put ourselves in the picture of what people have suffered and they are still suffering right now, no matter how much you try to underplay it, maybe if you can show a little compassion, then you realize that we are actually all Biafrans. To them, we are infidels and, infidels. When they ask the police officer, in fact, let's start with this governor. This governor is trying to say Nigeria is about to get into a state of anarchy. Nigeria is beyond state of anarchy. Nigeria is gone. You don't know? Well, let me take a drink break. Listen to this guy.
Yes, about the regional security outfit, the Northeast is not contemplating it. I don't support it. But I have ab initio been supporting the state police. I've been the first person who said the Constitution has been so charged. Where we copied this Constitution, US, America, that it is written there. There is a local police, state police, federal police. And they complement each other. Where the local police can't, the state police moving. Where the state police can't, the federal police moving. They never brings their military to any situation in US. Their military goes for war externally. But you see here, the vital component of the state police is removed. I'm called executive governor. Executive on what? If I cannot implement the decision I take with the troops under my command. So the state police is imperative, is necessary, it must come to stay. Without the state police, we're still surcharging the democracy. It won't work. And it has revealed itself now. Across the country, there's insecurity. How can the federal might go all over in search of nooks and corners to put security? It's impossible. It will not work. The sooner the state police is enacted, the better for every one of us. For me, it's not only state police. The moment I enact a state police, I will do the local government. Because they go in stages. There are crimes that are localized. You need local police. There are crimes that are statewide. You need the state. There are crimes that are nationwide. You need the national police. I.e., just what you asked me the question about, they are killing Fulanis in Benin. The Fulanis are retaliating on the thieves in Taraba. That needs a national police to come in because it's inter-state. They need to come in. It is only on last resort that you bring the military in. The military comes in like insurgency in the northeast. The military also should be in the position to flush out such insurgency. It's a disgrace if a country's military cannot flush out an insurgency. It's a disgrace to all of us. So the issue is we need a state police. We need a constitution to be amended. I am not in support of a regional police. It can work in some other regions. But for us here, we have gone past that in the Northeast. It's an insurgency. So it's not talking about, we are talking about a superior power. The superior power to that is the military power of the country. And the military should be in the position.
Don't listen to him. Don't. That part, cut it off. That's the selfish part. Get what I mean now? The selfish part where, is the governor, is being fed for free. Okay? When he's no longer governor, and his people in Taraba who are being murdered and killed by terrorists who are claiming their land and occupying their land, is a dishonest person. But yes, he's talking about the insecurity. Let me show you a part in Niger. This is meant to be the current police IG said their problem is in the southeast at the IPOB member. That is the mentality. And he told the police to go there and do anything that they will never be prosecuted for human rights violations. And that's exactly what they have been doing. But let me show you this Tagina Zungeru Road, just yesterday, where the terrorists ended up kidnapping 200 school children, okay? Well, look at these travelers. Now, that's the situation you can find yourself in any part of Nigeria. If you're on the road, that is the situation. You are just driving, and then boom, you find yourself leaving your car and running. Imagine that. But when they ask the police IG, who have started, who have, militarized that region with their military counterpart, yeah, He had this to say, and there's another one.
If you talk about the Southeast, our major challenges are activities of successional growth, the IPOP, and the militant group of the IPOP, ECM, coordinated violent attacks on civil personnel, formations, critical national infrastructure such as INEC facilities and offices. The farmers' leaders' problem is also the Southeast. Then proliferation of weapons and other related violent crimes such as cultism, poverty, and so forth. When we talk about the Southwest, we have the same problem of kidnapping, bank robbery, farmers' leaders, clashes, activities of professional group.
That's the useless police IG. And as usual, the Fulanis have the right to head everywhere because they are the most intelligent in Boko Haram's Nigeria. And that same useless person had this to say publicly.
I charge you to henceforth defend yourselves courageously against any armed group that attempt to attack you or attack any police asset and any criminal or any national infrastructure. Don't sit down and even defend your formations, your places of work. Go out and look for them like they are looking for you and deal with them ruthlessly.
Go after those who have gone, Abi. That is for the camera. Do you know those they are going after? Innocent people. One of them, these elderly people.
What are they going to do with all these old men? Eh? Why are they arresting them?
That was yesterday inside the church. They separated women from men, elderly men, young men, middle-aged men. They march all of them out for interrogation because they received a report that they were not having church service. They were only having IPOB meeting or singing. That's what they told them. Oh. And that's what their media in Nigeria continue to peddle. But ask yourself this, okay? Since the bandits, since Sheigumi and Co., since they have been meeting the bandits, are you with me? Since they have been meeting killers and all of them, have you ever seen the Nigerian military walk into a mosque or an Islamic gathering in any part of the north and march all the men inside that gathering out because they received a tip that they are sponsoring or talking about Shika or anything? But because right before our eyes, when IPOB members with their flags and banners and all of that, when they were proscribed and they were called terrorists, many of you continue, especially in northern Nigeria. We have some of our ombudsman slaves, the obedient fools and sophisticated morons, Abdullahis, Isas, Musas, Gulag, and all of them, who agree that carrying a flag is so dangerous that a Nigerian army is intimidated by a person holding a flag. And they agreed that they must be terrorists. And when they asked this Janjaweed illiterates, you know what they said? They were trying to prevent IPOB from becoming another Boko Haram. How ironic. But today, the same Boko Haram's government has freed over 6,000 repentant Boko Haram terrorists and rehabilitated them and returned them, including into the army. How ironic. The terrorists continue to kidnap school children, women, and to this day, we are yet to even hear that ESN, despite all these assaults and killings on the innocent people in eastern Nigeria, we are yet to hear that ESN kidnap one single policeman for anything at all, because they are not cut out to be like that. But you, conveniently, for your own warped, selfish, ignorant mind, right? You decided to agree that they are terrorists. And therefore, innocent people in their rooms, in their houses, deserve to be killed because, according to you, they like IPOB. For liking IPOB, you agree. But look at you. Niger State, where Babangida come from, where Abdul Salami come from, is half of Niger State is now in control of the Fulani Janjaweed bandits, as well as the Boko Haram terrorists, who have either, if they don't kidnap women, they'll be kidnapping school children. They just kidnapped 200 of them. And you are glad that Nigerian military, they are going from house to house, kidnapping women, children, young men and women from their homes, not because they have guns, but because they are known to be associated with IPOB, and they are being labeled unknown gunmen, and they are being shot right there on the streets. And you think that's going to bring peace? And then you turn around to point fingers and say those who are asking them to stop the killings, that's what we are asking them to do. Stop the killings. They are unnecessary. Why kill people? Because you think they have no right to ask to live in peace. Why kill them? We're asking you to stop killing them. And some of you morons, bond slaves, obedient fools, you are jumping up and down like the regular Homo erectus that should try to say something, and you said that is instigation of war. How do you call it when soldiers go into people's homes, when soldiers goes into students' hostels, arresting and kidnapping them and making them disappear, all because they accuse them of being supporters of IPOB? How do you bring peace like that? How? And how then do you blame those who are asking you to stop the killing, end it, end the killing? How do you turn around to blame them for the killing, for war? Who brought this war as we speak right now? Who killed 35 people in Benue? Can 35 people just be murdered and you don't call that war? Who killed over 50 people in Ebonyi? Who killed them? The governor came out and he said, Fulani terrorists killed 50 people in Ebonyi. And we are asking you to stop the killing. You said that is a call for war. You are sitting in your room abroad. You are calling for war. Are you not mad? Eh? Are you not mad? What we are asking for is that countries can break peacefully if they don't want to be part of the union anymore. Nigeria should be a union, but Nigeria is a unitary system foisted on you, and people are being killed. They have no right to defend themselves. And you said asking you to defend yourself is a call for war. War from who? From the soldiers who are asking you not to just wait and get killed. 200 school children get kidnapped. And you are not enraged. You are not angry. Fulani, Musa, Muhammadi. You are watching my video. You are getting angry. You want Biafrans killed for asking to go, because you want to go for Biafra. You are not angry that 200 school children are kidnapped. You don't know what's going to happen to them. You are not angry that over 40 school children university students were kidnapped. Until recently, when their parents paid 180 million naira before they released the 14. You are not enraged. You are enraged because Biafran says they will not die again in the hand of those who enjoy killing them. And you say those who are asking people or asking the killers to stop, we are the ones calling for war. Aha! Maybe asking you to stop is actually the war you are so scared of. Maybe going about killing people in their sleeps, kidnapping women, kidnapping children, collecting ransom, intimidating and threatening people with guns and all of that. Now, people resisting that, I think that is the war they are scared of. People want peace. What stops the military from stopping the Fulani killers, Fulani terrorists who are killing people? Can you be enraged for once for that? Of course not. Showore said, let us go out and then protest against insecurity. It was short, but because Nigeria is a country of no empathy, no sympathy, a cruel country that is now foisted on so many people, and it has made many of you sadistically ruinous to your lives. You have been sadistically ruinous to your lives. People who ask the government to do the right things are being shot and killed. And you actually find joy in that when those who will kill you without asking you a question are lurking behind, waiting for the time to strike. Showore, we love you. We know that you're fighting for what you believe in. And there are many like you. Showore is not alone. There are others. There are millions who believe in Showore too. But you see, everybody will find his level at some point. Everybody will realize that they are actually Biafrans too. When you think critically, and that means we all have common enemy. One common enemy, the people that enjoy killing us and never to be held responsible. They shot at Showore. My heart skipped.
Called me, was just insisting where I was.
And she shot him at close range.
Yeah, very close.
I know her very well. She's like that.
Constantly, she's always there.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Just this, I don't want to.
I don't call him safe.
Can you imagine?
I don't text him. But you know.
Can you imagine? I think you shoot somebody at close range like this.
And he was like, you just shot me. And she was like, what's that was it for me actually. It's one thing to be like, I was shocked. I just feel like, don't need to shoot this.
I beg, can one of you give him a helping hand? Turn around. Let's go. The thing is, it's there, it's lodged there, the bullet is lodged there. The bullet is there.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever.
Please, let's reduce the number.
Don't just leave them when they're going far.
Make some people stay back.
I know. I am not asking you if you don't have sympathy for Showore. Okay? Nobody is asking you to have that sympathy for him. I'm not surprised. Why should you have sympathy? Where would you learn that from? From where? From Nigeria. Nigeria that made you. Nigeria that molded you. Where would you get sympathy from? Where are you going to say you learn it from? empathy. Just at least it's not you. It's not happening to you. It can, Showore can get shot. Anything can happen. Blah, 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 blah. Yes. But you know one thing? The issue of who gets shot or not is not decided by any of us. That Showore went for a protest against insecurity and he got shot. Means that more people, I mean, you know, what do you call it? Less and less people will be interested in taking them out, and you can get shot right there in your room. There are people right now in their rooms in Owerri. There are people in Obigbo. There are people everywhere all over Eastern Nigeria right now in their room, and yet they have committed nothing. No, their military is still working, so you can get shot anytime. Injustice in Nigeria is democratized. It doesn't matter where you come from. I don't like Showore. I hate him. You don't need to like him. But guess what? Whatever you projected there, you have no idea that one way or the other, you are projecting it on yourself too. I remember those who were probably rejoicing when the Biafrans were being killed. Guess what? Now everybody is not safe in anywhere. You know it. I know it. You can get it anytime. That means it's been democratized. No safe place. People in what do you call it, Lekki, Aja area, all those places. Ask them now. See, it doesn't need, you see, your sympathy, your empathy is actually for yourself. When you begin to learn that, then you begin to understand other people's pain. You begin to understand why other people do what they do. And when you have that ability, you will be less judgmental and you'll be more reasonable. And when you become reasonable, you see all these distractions, all these things, they will no longer have power over you. That particular prejudice you have is the same. You just choose who you have it for. Are you with me? But when you come to the victim world of the open concentration of Nigeria, everybody is a victim. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter whether you're a Christian or whether you're a Muslim or whether you don't get any religion or it doesn't matter. It's just a matter of time before it gets to your turn. It is turn by turn Nigeria limit. Blame everybody you want to blame for all you care. Blame them. But I am happy that some people are doing a lot. They are doing something so that we can all still have a little bit of hope to cling on to. Yes, I am worried because the Yorubas, where I come from, we are not completely homogeneous people to say, oh, the Yorubas are just one like that. Yes, we have our differences from everywhere and all of that, but we have a lot in common that can indeed make us excel, progress, and be great, okay? Everybody will pursue what they think will work for them. But in a federation, what people are asking for is that let people have a say. Let people decide. And for those who have no idea, you see, I picked up this video just to share that with you about the sit-at-home in Biafra land today, just before I round up, okay? The first one is about the people interviewed who shared their own view on the sit-at-home. The sit-at-home is not an order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself. It is a divine order that you can call it. An order to remind everybody that Nigeria wants you to forget. Nigeria wants you to abandon that kind of, Nigeria ensured that people who are survivors of the Biafra war, many of them were not allowed to talk about it. Many of them can't say it to their family members. They can't tell the story because Nigeria makes sure that they should not tell the story because, they believe that if they tell their children what really happened, many of them, they are going to look for the history and they are going to fight back. And Ojukwu said that the Biafrans you see that are surrendering today, if you don't treat them right, their children will one day rise and they are going to ask for what their fathers and their mothers couldn't get. Nigeria, treat them right. They have surrendered, but treat them right. That was what Ojukwu said after the war. But guess what? Nigeria never treated them right. So the people there, they knew that they must never forget. People died. People that they can't really, describe what they look like. People who brought them to this world, they never saw again, right? So today, there's this coverage from people who witnessed or who observed the sit-at-home today.
So, what do you do for a living, sir?
I'm a civil servant.
And you didn't go to work?
Yeah, because of this.
What if government surcharges you?
Nigeria government said they are they have their own put their own public holidays today.
Okay. Okay, sir. Can I meet you?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name is Ifeanyi.
Okay. Are you complying with the sit-at-home order by IPOB?
Yes, of course. You can see I'm a civil servant, but today I didn't go to work. I'm at home. You can see the street is definitely locked.
Okay, the street?
The street where I live. So I just came out to watch what is happening in the streets. Definitely everywhere, even the market here, everywhere is shut down. We are observing a Biafran Day, which everybody is sitting at home to mourn our brothers that was killed during the Biafran War. So you can see I'm sitting at home, no work. That's how we are celebrating today. Thank you, sir.
I wish you luck.
You're welcome.
My name is
Ndapụtakwa ebe ahụ.
Onye du aịkọ, o merigo n'izu, onye ya abakarị, mama na ụra, ụra pụrụ imeri Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, na Python dance 3. Ụra pụrụ imeri Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2. Na Python dance 3. Una pụghị imeri Nnamdi bụ onye du aịkọ, o meriwo n'izu ndị iro ya abakarị, mama ndawụra, una pụghị imeri Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, na Python dance 3. Una pụghị imeri Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, na Python dance 3. Una pụghị imeri Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, na Python dance 3. Una pụghị imeri Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, na Python dance 3. Una pụghị imeri Nnamdi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, na Python dance 3. Una pụghị imeri
Nnamdi win the, it's actually a good one. So yeah, that was said by Colonel Philip, I believe, not Ojukwu, who said that the children of those who are surrendering today, you should treat them right, because their children will ask a question if Nigeria failed to treat them right. Nigeria didn't treat them right. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu happened to be one of the the children of those you never treated right. Their fathers, their mothers have learned to live with it in a way, but their children won't learn to live with it. Same thing with us in Yoruba land. You see, everybody think that when a drive like this begins, or let me say a drive like this starts, right? You have to have a whole lot of people to be part of it. Of course not. Many of you are still going to join. Many of you are going to join them on, even though if you disagree today, it's a matter of time. I keep telling people, give them time. Everybody is going to find a reason why it is the right thing to peacefully break up Nigeria, to save lives, the lives of those who are trapped in now that have no rights to defend themselves because they are living in Bukwari's Nigeria. The plot for the Eastern Nigeria is the same plot for the Western Nigeria. And the plot is that, yes, I said it, before the end of this year, from the beginning of 2022, nobody will have to shout, scream to tell you the intention of the Fulani terrorists in Biafra land. You will see it that indeed Nigeria is actually planning a war in Eastern Nigeria. If it take them that long, they've already mobilized so many weaponry down there, while the people in Zamfara, the people in Niger, people in Taraba, people in Benue are being slaughtered uncontrollably by the Fulani terrorists. It's deliberate. And I want to see how their military are going to fight on many fronts. All of you hailing them, what we are saying is that they will be stretched beyond limit. So, and those of you who are still going to have to go and recruit to join the Nigerian army, you better start going and picking the forms now, because they are going to need many of you to join them. Nigerian army, Nigerian government, and they also believe in something, that maybe if everything comes Pafuka, they can plan a coup. We are waiting for them to declare that coup. Let somebody announce, fellow Nigerians, tomorrow morning or before the end of this year. Then you will come back to me and say, Maiyegun, you said it. Nigeria is finished. Maybe then is when you will meet your own reality. But for those who have known already, they are preparing. Call for that national conference now. The move for it should be the priority now. And any national conference, any group call in Nigeria, without the inclusion and involvement of the IPOB and all of their apparatchik and all of their own, ground members, forget it. It is a sham. Are you with me? They are the only team from the Eastern Nigeria who genuinely wanted self-determination and independence for Biafra people and the people of Eastern Nigeria. Are you with me? Any national conference nonsense they call, once they begin to cherry pick, just kick them down the trash. They are just going to go the way of others, okay? We want peace. We want the bloodshed to stop. But we know we can't keep appealing. People will have to defend themselves. And this is not a call for war. What the Fulani terrorists are calling for and promoting is a total disintegration of Nigeria, but they are not bold enough to say it clearly with their chest and say, let us break up Nigeria. But we will help them make it a reality. The bloodshed should stop. And the government of Bukwari, the regime of Bukwari, I hope that the people will summon the courage enough to bring it down before they bring down your lives. My friends on YouTube, I'm going to draw the curtains here, okay? Just before you go, remember, you can give that thumb up, okay? Somebody said, how could you have up to 1,800 to 2,000 people and only 500 of us could say, oh, Maiyegun, I have the time. Let me give you that, that thumb up. You can do it now. It takes a sec, like this. Let me show you. Leave the chat room for a sec, and go under the video. You will see the thumb up there, right? Tap it. Very easy and straightforward, okay? I'm going to see you again tomorrow evening, okay? If you are just joining me, don't worry. You haven't really missed much because it is fresh. It is hot. Just slide under this video, slide it back, and you can start watching again. The juiciest parts are in the middle. It is tasty from the beginning and also tasty at the end, but the juiciest part of this broadcast is in the middle. You should enjoy it. I'm going to see you some other time. Stay safe. Until then, good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
jíjó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
òkúra olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. oníkanṣá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. bọ́tà ń lé ibo níṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o. ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.